Hello, everyone! Welcome back to our campaign of Rime with the Frostmaiden and Icewind Dale. Yay! So, with that being said, we welcome us back to the Forgotten Realms with our lovely band of adventurers. Wow! Messing up already. Dearaen, the Tiefling Bard. Sho Val, the Talking Human Rune Knight. Mordin, the Tiefling Ranger. Tok, the Half-Orc Eldritch Knight. And Kibbles, their Awakened Fox. As joined by Pendragon919 the Forge Cleric. And Perilu, a Life Cleric. They were last seen traveling to East Haven in search of performing a bit of a scuffed ritual.
Ah, bugger.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
He is. We hear you now.
Yes. A bit of a scuffed thing, ritual allowing the clerics to cast the regeneration spell on Sho Val, allowing him to regrow any of his lost appendages, such as a tongue. So, and after that, they had learned of a threat to Icewind Dale of a Druigar stronghold in the spine of the world. Our adventurers decided to make haste and go back to Bryn Shander, possibly do a little bit of training. Sho Val being a little bit skittish at the announcement of his older brother, Jaden Durenbold. And that's where we pick back up. You have quickly traveled all the way back to Bryn Shander. Perilu and Pendragon feeling a little bit more empowered after being able to cast such a grandiose spell. Well above their own right, as it were. And they kind of both bid you adieu, going like, I think we can manage our way back home from here, especially if we travel together.
I wish you both well. Once again, you were done.
I give them both small little baggies with cookies.
Aw. Benedict's like, hey, now that hits the spot. Oh, next time the mines start being overrun, I'll be sure to know who to call. And Perilu's like, you're welcome anytime in Tourmaline, and I am more than happy to house you. You've performed a great service for those of us in 10 towns, and this is just a way that we can help repay the debt. And she nods and starts kind of sauntering off, and Pendragon is kind of trudging along as well.
Safe travels.
Take care, friends.
And away they go. Whee! Get out of here.
And away they go, off into the sky. Somehow able to fly.
Wait, what?
Oh no!
That's just...
Did I
They
actually
were really rocks the entire time.
And
And with that, I need Sho Val to give me a perception check.
What? We're switching over Oh, hold on. I have to open up the actual page.
No.
Did you do that beforehand?
I thought I did.
Oh God!
But you didn't!
Wrong guy. First. $50.
Damn it, you beat me by 3. You catch Mordin trying to put a bell on the back of your armor.
The hell? Why?
I'm trying to train. Get better at being stealthy.
I am wearing 50 pounds of armor. There is no stealth in that.
I'm trying to get better stealthy.
By putting a bell on me like a cat?
Yeah, you're his pet now.
What?
I just thought it would be funny. And it's harmless. Would you rather me steal your pocketbook?
I mean, kind of.
You gotta go
Really?
dress up. Dress up there. I fail. He tries prestidigitation to draw a bell on his back. While he's
Sho Val, you know, you have a sense behind you that Dearaen is casting magic.
Okay, I get my ability to speak back, and you all just decide to play pranks on me.
You weren't going to be the only one. I was going to try to get everybody. You were just standing next to me.
I've heard of training for stealth of getting bells off of the people without them ringing, but putting bells on is a new one.
Thank you. I thought of it myself.
Yeah, it actually does sound more difficult. So yeah. I also heard of bells being just wearing a bell and trying to act stealthier with it.
Yeah, you put the bell on.
Mordin opens up, like he pulls his up. I'm already wearing them.
You're gone.
I point at Dearaen and go, "Hey, Mordin, you should put one on each of his horns."
Why is the spotlight of God upon me?
Oh God!
I'm trying to light up your face a little bit. No, it's just the lighting. The lighting is just a little right now.
Should we try increasing the environment lighting?
No, it's just not working. I need directional light is the problem. Actually, I might be able to put a... ignore me. I might be able to...
Ignore me!
Ignore me!
Anyway, Tok, you were saying?
You need to put bells on your horns.
Technically, Tok's the only one without horns.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Put them on his tusks.
That would just be awkward.
It would.
Put them in the eyes of the bear.
Ooh.
That would be creepy.
You can give the bear earrings.
Mm-hmm.
Piercings!
Yeah.
Okay, that I can get behind.
You could put them at the bottom of the cloak, like a fashion accessory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta do it without you noticing, so...
So yeah, there you go.
Let's play hide and seek.
Oh God.
At least it's not me, just me anyway.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Should we? Each take a turn being it and everyone roll a stealth check?
Sure. I'm okay with that.
Alright. Let's see. Then,
Are we doing that?
Fire!
Or perception check?
Your face just does not want to light up, no matter what I try.
I don't know. I'd say we roll initiative to see who goes first as Seeker.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Are we just ignoring the DM right now?
Well, she said we could do what we want for the training session.
So
18.
it's more of like a kind of like flavoring how you wanted to.
Okay, so we've spent a couple hours each day playing hide and seek to increase stealth and perception for people. Like reading signs. I'm teaching them ranger ways of reading footprints and signs of nature.
A little bit, yeah.
Like how to read trails.
So-
That's what and I'm also
Okay.
trying to increase my stealth, which is technically already happened when I went to Rogue. And being able to be stealthy in medium armor. AKA medium armor mastery.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's how Mordin is helping other people train and training himself, because he does have the highest perception. And
Meanwhile, me and Dearaen, I just throw him a shield and say, "Hold this. I'm gonna hit you with it. I'm gonna hit you while you hold it."
Okay, we're gonna do what we said earlier.
Okay.
Why?
Before we do that, Mordin. So you probably spend a couple days going and sneaking around and basically kind of like trying to learn how to move in your armor without it creating a lot of noise.
Mhm.
So I am going to have you give me 5 stealth checks.
Alright, first one's 16.
That's good.
27.
Yeah,
Really
20.
good.
Jeez.
Another 27.
Jesus
God damn
Christ!
Save some not 20s for the rest of us.
Natural 1.
Dude, I want your dice.
10.
He's
They're
rolling
the
platinum
blacksmith dice bronze. And
Platinum.
25.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of start working around town, and you even try going into a couple of the shops, but trying to basically keep it as quiet as possible, even with your armor, and you even manage to basically get into even like Soza's shop relatively unnoticed, and then like she turns around and you're just right there.
Is that by 10?
That's one of the natural 20s.
Oh, because it's so hard to sneak up on?
I'd say relatively. I mean, she is a wizard after all.
And a cat.
And a cat.
She should have the alarm.
Surprisingly, she is relatively aware of things. She's just clumsy.
Which you guys are like, sorry, I'm working on my stealth.
Back.
Have a nice day! And then I
What?
walk out of the shop.
Flashback to the shining light thing with the Rime.
Yeah.
Distracted her easily.
I will say the 10, you kind of try stealthing around like the blacksmith shop, but you kind of tell that it's... you almost kind of like slipping on some like the ice that's outside of the shop, because the heat actually turns some of the snow into ice, and you actually kind of make a little bit of a clatter.
I wasn't watching my footing.
Yeah, you weren't watching your footing on that one.
Alright,
And yeah.
Okay.
I will let you flavor your other natural 20.
I make it all the way into the town speaker's office while he's sitting there doing paperwork.
Oh. Okay, let me...
And suddenly he looks up and I'm sitting in the chair.
I was gonna say you leave
And
a
that's
quick.
past the guards. It's past everything.
Okay.
I was gonna say like he looks
so-
up to see a cookie on his desk and no one else.
Yeah,
I have to pull up some art for this one.
and I would actually, yes, I would a small bag of cookies. The homemade cookies. that I got
One
from the
second.
recipe.
So you have not met this character yet, surprisingly.
We haven't.
You have
No,
not?
we have not. Not for Brain Shader.
I'm gonna bring that art up right now. You, as you enter into the speaker's office, I'll say, you see a human woman by the name of Devessa Shane. She's relatively in her younger years, probably in her early 30s.
Oh.
All right.
And she's definitely of a noble heritage. She's wearing nice clothes and feathers. Definitely of that higher
pedigree.
Higher pedigree, a little bit, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like she's working on a lot of paperwork at the time, and...
Wait, did you just post this to your stream?
I posted it to the stream, sorry. Let me throw it in the Discord as well.
No, I'll just check that.
There we go.
Hello, nice.
There we go. Just so you can see. Yeah, she kind of looks at you and eventually and kind of startles up a bit and...
Smiling politely.
She goes... Hello, I'm not... Almost in like a little bit of a shock and confusion and... Sorry, did I miss a meeting or something?
No, you didn't. I just wanted to introduce myself. I did knock. Well, I totally didn't knock.
Deception.
Yeah, give me a deception.
Dude.
It's not like he has a +9 to deception anyways.
Deception.
I don't even have to roll.
So that's what that noise was.
Disgusting.
There was no noise.
What happened?
I'm sorry, I must have missed that. Sorry, your name is...
Mordin Solus from, I think the group, the people in 10 Towns have been calling us the Defenders of Goodmead.
Oh, I've actually heard of you. I haven't quite made your acquaintance, but, surprised. I don't remember having a bit of a appointment, as it were, but...
No, there wasn't one.
Ah, okay.
Just like introducing that we are in town, and if you need us, you know that we're here if you need us. And I stand up again and leave a bag of cookies right on the tallest stack of papers.
Sure. Is there anything that I can do for you while you're in town?
You've done plenty for us already. And with a genuine smile, I walk away.
And she still kind of staring at you in a little bit of a bewildered state. Returns to her work as you close the door behind you.
One of those stares off in the distance. The fuck was that?
Huh.
Hey, she without knowing, she helped me be stealthy. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I guess for the rest of my training montage, because the other thing I was doing was working on what is it, marksman? Or I took the bow and arrow feat.
Sharpshooter?
Sharpshooter. I'm just gonna work on practicing archery to become sharpshooter level.
Okay.
So,
I guess
oh no, you.
I did
Okay.
take 2 feet.
So, I'm actually going to see if I have an asset in here. I wonder if they have a target.
They do have targets.
Yeah, I remember seeing
Oh, that's
targets at
table.
one point.
Archery.
Don't
It's
think
under
about...
it's castle. Or yeah, I thought it was under castle.
Nope.
Perks?
I mean, that one's just pure flavor text. I mean, it's just me lining up targets and shooting them, and it's just practicing. So you can go down with somebody else if you would like.
Is one of the targets shaped like that halfling?
Ooh, I wish. I hated that halfling. That was scare him again. Well, we're not allowed in that town anymore.
We're allowed in that town.
We're allowed in that town.
We're not allowed in targets.
Yep, never mind.
Yeah. He was East Haven, I think. I could be wrong.
No, I believe you're right.
Yeah. Anyway. Is it Sho Val and Dearaen, or should we let Tok have a go?
I don't know.
We'll get back to it, but
Okay.
I have a little bit of an archery range set up now.
Are those balloons?
They're actually little snowflakes. I wanted a snowball, but they don't have one, so...
From a distance, they look like balloons. I'm like, I didn't even know that was in here.
That's too close. My range is 600 feet.
Well, I'm basically just gonna have you start, give me 5 rolls of disadvantaged shots. As you shoot through your allies.
They're not there.
So, I would say, probably with the help of Tok and Sho Val, that you take a few barrels out just outside the city walls, and you pack up some, like, snowballs and stuff, and you kind of set them up on top of some of the barrels, and you're kind of like, you're practicing your aim, going at like some of the longest reaches that you can, just to see if you even can hit them. So,
First one's 15.
That'll be a hit.
$12.
That one's a bit of a miss.
Oh no, one dice is on top of the other.
Oh no.
Just put one dice on top
13.
of the other.
Still a miss.
Not one. I need to go.
Oh no.
I need to go restring my bow because the string broke.
Random
Yeah.
squirrel.
Even though you have a little bit of cold resistance, like, you can kind of feel your fingers going just a little bit numb, and the string is digging into your fingers, and it's just painful, so you have to kind of, like, stop for the day.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if it hit like some random squirrel, but like, I hit something, but it wasn't what I was aiming for, so I guess I missed.
I will move on to Dearaen and Sho Val. You join Mordin outside of the city limits, and he's just kind of aiming at some barrels in the distance, and you two are... Sho Val hands Dearaen a shield and says, "Here, take this. Prepare to defend yourself."
It's like, reaches back, pulls out own shield, wields 2 shields. Ah! No. Let's see. Okay, so should we just explain what we're going to be doing?
Sure.
Okay. So essentially, minigame time, people. Sho Val and I will both have 20 HP and just
Oh, yeah.
hit each other with unarmored strikes until one of us reaches 0.
Yep.
But 20 temporary HP, so I can do that.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Yeah, okay.
is punching time.
It's punching time, yes. Okay, roll initiative. I'll use my armored, my shielded AC. Still gonna have a hard time hitting you.
So, it looks like Dearaen takes the initiative.
Alright.
Tok, is there anything that you were doing during this time?
Well, I need to work on dexterity and stealth, which I figured
Okay.
Mordin could help me with both.
Okay.
Good.
So,
Let's say maybe he's teaching me to be a bit more nimble on my feet.
okay.
Cool.
I will say you find some kind of logs out in the way, and you kind of start like staking them into the ground a little bit, and you're kind of like trying to do like a balancing act of jumping between tiny little footholds.
Okay. Oh, I rolled just a straight dexterity check for that.
Yeah, we'll go back to Dearaen and Sho Val first, but yeah, just kind of giving a little bit of flavor of what you were kind of working on in the meantime.
We're just doing unarmed strikes.
Yeah, we're gonna just do unarmed
So-
strikes. Let's see, I rolled higher on initiative, so I'll go first.
Let's
Hit.
go. Take
Natural
you two
20.
over here. And let's put on some battle music for you two.
Considering my armor class is 22, yeah, you actually do.
Yeah, and I usually just roll straight 3 damage. So I guess you take 6 damage. Actually, I'm gonna see if that actually procs through the automatic crit thing on here.
So technically, it would be.
Should I just roll a, like, d6?
I believe what it is. Yeah, critical damage is just straight rolls, because there are no dice involved,
Okay,
unless
so,
you have dice. So it'll be just a straight 3.
Okay.
So Dearaen leads into the initiative, kind of taking the initiative, taking the lead, and using your shield and kind of holding it up in front of you, but you kind of do like this spin around move and do like a shield bash into Sho Val's side. Sho Val, it is your turn.
I can see that one. Medivorian actor. I do shield bashes on a regular.
17,
You beat it by 1.
4 damage.
Oh no! Okay.
My non-crit damage is better than your regular.
I wasn't allowed to do the crit damage.
That's true.
I mean, technically it's supposed to be 1 plus your strength modifier, so if you wanted to do 1 extra damage,
Well, my strength modifier is 2.
so
one,
it would be a
3.
4 total.
So we did a trade. There you go.
Sure.
Alright. So Peter, or Sho Val, take 4 instead of 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if I hit again. I'm gonna miss.
Uh,
No, actually I did pretty good. Good, 23.
Yes, you did.
Take another 3 damage.
So, Sho Val, you kind of brace yourself against that one, and you end up taking your shield and returning the favor, but instead of trying to do like a fancy spin move, you just go with a straight forward shield bash, almost throwing your elbow out a little bit more.
I must admit, I expect nothing more than someone from my own group to be giving me the hardest fight I've had yet. Even
Yeah.
if it is just fun training.
Yeah.
And then
Not all the hard
Dearaen,
work,
you kind of follow back up. This time you're using your other hand, and you kind of take you just take a fist and punch him across the face. Sho Val, your shield is just out of the way, so that he actually manages to probably get a nice crack against your helmet, I would say.
Yeah, and I'm so dazed that I just swing wide. Miss.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, you were expecting a shield bash, but the fist across your head rocked you for a couple seconds.
I just say back, like, there's also an advantage of doing some bardic theatrics in fighting.
You're not wrong.
And 21
Armor class of 20.
of 20 what?
22.
I beat it wide. I missed by 1.
Yep.
Well,
This time, like, you kind of stance yourself. Sho Val, you kind of, like, plant your feet into the ground a little bit more, and you, like, put your shield... You kind of raise your shield just in time to catch Dearaen's hand as he's punching again.
14.
Miss.
You tried the same tactics again, trying to just kind of do a frontward, like, just complete, like, shield facing, just punch forward. But Dearaen, you're a little bit more prepared this time, and you managed to... You take a couple steps back, just out of the range.
Let's see, let's go again. A miss.
Again, Sho Val, you end up this time using your offhand and blocking the blow of Dearaen's shield as he tries to catch you with the edge of the shield.
And I got an @1.
How do you want to flavor this one?
Huh.
How do you want to flavor this one?
I slip on some ice.
Okay, I will say you go prone. So you, like, try to carry your momentum forward a little bit more once again, and your footing is lost underneath you due to the icy weather, and you slip and fall prone. Dearaen. Sho Val is on the ground. Sho Val is on the ground. You get advantage.
A miss anyway.
I would say it hits, but Sho Val manages to kind of, like, roll with the momentum and put his shield up in between you and him.
He turns a fumble into a Dark Souls roll. Dear God.
Yep.
Ooh, 5.
Ooh, that'll hit. And I'm taking another 4 damage. Oh God.
What are you down?
Sho Val, this time you kind of, like, roll
Sweep the
back.
legs.
Yeah, I would say you sweep the legs. It's one of those, like, fancy moves where you, like, sweep the legs and also get up at the same time.
Yeah. He's breakdance fighting. Dear God, I've taught him too well. I'm down to 12. Let's see. Come on. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, Dearaen, you feel yourself go, lose your balance, and you end up kind of falling on your bum, but you're fast enough that you can get back up on your feet. But you kind of lose your ability to really get a decent blow into Sho Val.
I was too amazed by that breakdance fighting move.
16.
Just hits. 4 damage. I will admit, I did not expect to win this one, so I'm just trying to have fun with it. But I hit 23. Take another 3 damage.
And at this point, it's just kind of becoming more just like a shield bast fisticuffs punch battle.
Piccolo versus Android 18 or 17. Oh.
Just a
little bit.
slugfest.
Yeah, it kind of becomes a bit of a slugfest going back and forth, and
Do I get the tough feed after this? Let's see. I'll take another 4 damage because that hits.
just another punch, a shield bash, spin around, hit another shield bash.
22. Take another 3 damage. What are you at now?
7.
Oh dear God, I gotta hit you twice. You had to hit me once.
Sho Val, it is your turn.
It is my turn? I thought I just won.
Yeah, you did, but then I immediately.
He hit a 22 back at your 22.
That order's kind of weird on them.
Okay, so that last one you just rolled hit me, and then I rolled again and I hit you.
Another nat 1.
Oh no!
Do I get another advantage?
Yeah, he'll just get advantage on it.
No. Instead of getting advantage, I'm gonna give him a straight up attack of opportunity.
Oh, so I technically get 2
Yeah,
attacks?
basically, yeah. It's one of those things where, like, you kind of stumble this time, but instead of slipping and falling, you end up... You catch yourself, but you do leave yourself a little bit more open for a second attack.
Well, the opportunity missed. But
And
I
then it
get
is
another
Raine's
one. And I missed that one too.
You try to take a bit of Sho Val's stumbling and go for a all-out offensive, but between armor and shield getting between you and him, you're not able to get any good strikes in.
Things aren't looking good for the bar, boy.
I just look down at the floor. It's like, remind me to get spiked boots.
Sho Val, it is your turn.
We'll work on it. We'll talk to the blacksmith.
CGDNemesis.
I just yell back like, we'll go to the blacksmith after this, after dodging.
Yeah, you take a couple steps back, and
I miss.
then you take the running step forward, trying to catch him with the edge of your shield again, and Sho Val, you actually managed to sidestep this one.
Turning into a boot.
He's
There we go.
Yeah,
There
we go.
Sho Val gets the final strike.
How do you want to do this?
How do you want to end the fight?
On the last one, I kind of feint the swing of the entire shield over, and then in one move, I kind of just release the shield, grab it with 2 hands, and just like I'm holding up a plank of wood, bang it overhand onto his head, hitting both of his horns.
Well, I just do like the cartoon, like the tongue sticks out. Eyes go cross-eyed and I fall down. Oh.
I just lean over it. Maybe we need to get you a
Right?
Okay, so a fight
And
won, and the two of you kind of decide to take it as a day. You both kind of feel like you're probably going to have a couple bruises in the morning, and you go to try to get some minor spikes in your shoes.
And as we're walking, I whisper in his ears, I was holding back. I get 2 attacks.
So was I. I didn't use my bardic abilities.
Yeah, but I get 2 attacks.
Still missed a lot of them.
I mean, I could have given you each contested athletics checks, but...
Good have.
Anyways.
And
I've got something.
So you end up kind of like, you take some extra time and like, probably later, just kind of practicing some angles of angling your shield so you can get into, try to block certain types of blows depending on where they're coming from, or potentially even spell effects.
And there's a
Which you can even ask Tok to help you with, considering he can also shoot some firebolts and stuff your way.
see.
What? No jokes about that?
Should he roll some?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Sure.
You do it.
Yeah, roll me like 5 firebolt attacks.
I'm just like, come on, hit me. Hit me.
Sho Val is actively trying to try to block your firebolt attacks.
So I steady myself, raise my hand, and aim at him and go, here we go.
You take your hammer and you kind of point it forward at him.
Take it. Put your finger on the instead of your. Take a deep breath. Instead of your nerves, put your finger on the trigger. That's a Michigan joke, people. Or anyone who's watched Escanaba in the Moonlight.
Oh, there it goes.
You're shaking ship?
Dirty 20.
Ooh, close.
Oh, so close.
This one you aim straight for his head, but Sho Val just at the last second just oh, I see where that's going.
He just tilts his head to the side like,
No, he doesn't dodge it. He actually is actively trying to block the thing.
Oh, okay.
Just bring the shield up into its
He actually just brings it up just a hair because he's thinking you're aiming for his body a little bit, but it actually starts going up a little bit higher than what he'd expect, and he brings his shield up just at the last second for a heat wave to go across the top of his head, but not enough to cause any damage.
Hey! Look, I did that.
Damn it.
Still loading on my end.
A natural one.
That one.
Why firebolt? Why?
Oh, at least we know it really is firebolt.
Dearaen, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 17.
You see Tok kind of try to be a little fancy with his warhammer, and he accidentally releases the firebolt just a little bit too early in his swing, and it goes cascading, arcing to almost like a golf ball doing a curve.
Yeah, slicing.
Slicing, and it starts coming straight towards you, and you're like, oh shit, and you hit the floor, and it misses you.
Actually, since I'm a tiefling, can I flavor this differently?
If you want to.
It just, you just see the firebolt hit me in the head, and my head gets knocked back. I just slowly raise back up. You know your target's right there, right? Just
Okay.
does no damage.
I'll say you take 1 point of fire damage.
I'm okay with that.
It's still hot. You only have resistance. It's not pure
I know.
immunity.
I know.
Yeah, some of your hair is burnt, singed a bit. Okay, give me another firebolt.
I swear to God.
Well,
This time, this one's just a straightforward, direct firebolt, and Sho Val manages to just kind of hold his shield up in the way, and it cascades across the metal of his shield. Sho Val, go again.
$17.
This one's getting a little bit closer. You're kind of getting the hang of your firebolt, but you're trying to go a little less fancy and a little bit just more effective. But Sho Val is kind of on his point of trying to catch things.
The shield wall.
He's being a shield wall. He's also kind of practicing from different angles and stuff, getting on his knees to try to catch things.
We could also say if he starts, running across, and then I take aim at him.
Yeah, that kind of deal.
Okay, gotcha.
You're like trying to aim at a moving target as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so one more, right?
Yeah, one more.
Not really good at this duck game, are you?
Shut up. 18.
I'd say another hit, but it doesn't do any damage for the most part. But again, Sho Val's getting really good at making sure to block attacks. This time he's kind of like almost trying to run away from you, and he puts a shield behind him and it catches the firebolt.
What was it for?
Mordin also attempts to shoot Sho Val, but it clangs off the back of his armor.
Get him, Mordin.
I was
Get
aiming.
him.
You cannot hurt me.
No, I was on top of a roof and I was aiming for his shield.
Oh, that's fair.
With a blunt arrow.
Hits Dearaen shield instead. Like,
Sorry.
Actually, yeah. Mordin, give me a few more shots against Sho Val as he's kind of like dipping and dodging. You probably make it like a small little shelf of snow, and you're like aiming down so Sho Val can get some
Up top shots.
Trying to protect from stuff coming from the air, such as a dragon attack.
Okay. So the first one was a...
The first one was a 12, the second one's a 21. Which still doesn't hit.
Wait, what?
Though
How is it?
he has a 22 AC.
disgusting, dude. It's amazing, but still, that's disgusting.
But that one gets very close. It actually hits him in the shoulder, but his armor protects him from that shot.
And I like to say I'm only using blunt arrows.
Yeah, it's still one that like forces him to like re-steady himself.
Oh God!
It's one of those things where like somebody
Wow.
throws something.
Come on, Martin. Come on, Martin. You can roll better than that.
You can roll higher than a 10.
I want to try.
God damn it! No,
Potentially.
apparently I can't.
TF2 heavy.
Wow.
You cannot hurt me.
Wow. Fuck it. No, this is personal now. There you go.
You pull out the keen arrow. No.
Say 20 hits later.
Hits me right.
You almost keep going through and
I have 2 bushels of blunt arrows. So
No,
Yeah,
I want to try.
you kind of start trying to do the rapid fire style just to see if he can kind of keep up.
yeah.
You
So
hit
what
me
is-
right in the middle of my helmet, and I now have a mild concussion from just the ringing. Of
Oh,
Huh.
Puts a hand on his helmet just to stop it.
Give me damage for an arrow.
It's like, put my hand on his helmet just to stop the ringing, and then Dearaen just starts shaking.
Still Looney Tunes transfer fiber.
Just the bow.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Sho Val, you end up taking a good 8 points of non-lethal, just bludgeoning damage.
Still have 66 health.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's one of
so
those
that-
things where like that one kind of rocks you, and you hold your hand up, and it's like, okay, stop.
1 second.
Why
That's
do I
okay.
have 10 fingers on one hand? What's going on?
All right.
Uncross your eyes.
Alright.
Oh.
May I try now? Since we're all apparently doing it.
You already had your chance.
You already did your thing.
All right.
Okay.
All right. That's fair. That's fair.
And Mordin, you're kind of. I would say like some of those shots were taken from like really far distances, even so that
Yeah.
you even get a little bit more practice that way.
Yeah.
Tok. I want you to start giving me some acrobatics checks. As you kind of like take some time and you set up those little wood pillars across the snow, and you're jumping to and fro. trying to maintain your balance.
And trying to do it faster and faster.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Fucking 20. Hell yeah, 22.
Nice. So, your first little one, you end up doing a little bit of a, you kind of jump like, you know how some monks do, and they kind of jump from like 1 foot hold on one peg, one to another, one to another, one to another, like 3 or 4 times in a row. You kind of get that you get that momentum going, and you're just able to kind of like bounce between the two and make your way across a little bit of a small little obstacle course, I guess.
That's a good term for it.
I don't know if that's the right term for it, but sure.
Training course.
Training course.
I do have to ask, throughout all of this happening, have we drawn a crowd?
I figure we're on the outskirts of the town.
Yeah, but still, it's...
Like, at least, like, little kids watching us, kind of thing.
Maybe a couple guards or something watch us too.
Making sure that we're not actually, like, hurting anybody or anything.
I was folk taking bets on the little fights.
Yeah, you just see him pointing and talking and betting gold.
You end up, give me, so with your 16, you kind of tried to doing just a little bit more balancey style, and you just kind of stand up on one of them, and you even tried going for just, like, a one-leg balance, even with your armor and stuff.
Wait, like that one guy from Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls? That topic?
Oh, in Africa, yeah, he keeps throwing stuff at him.
Oh, yeah.
The spitballs.
Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah. I would say even that could be some fun things where you get Mordin and Dearaen and Sho Val throwing snowballs at him. Throwing snowballs at you as you're like trying to balance on one foot.
Mordin, how am I doing?
I don't know.
Can we all at least, like, do one?
Sure. I'll have the 3 of you roll me a unarmed strike.
Okay, they're all plus 5 for mine anyway, so I'm good.
Gillis gets a 7.
I got a nat 20! I check it right in the face.
What did you know?
Kibbles attempts to throw a snowball. It doesn't work.
Launch it with her tail.
Sho Val, give me an unarmed strike.
Oh.
As you're throwing a snowball at Tok. I would assume a 13 doesn't hit.
No.
So, Dearaen's the only one that actually gets a nice pelt onto you, and
Yeah,
it
I'm
makes
busy
you
dodging all the other ones, and then
Yeah.
suddenly he just like
So give me an acrobatics check with disadvantage.
Right on the beak.
It's pretty much a Cusco moment of, ha! And then bam, right in the face.
You have a pretty wife. They're both
Okay.
very
So it does cause you to like start losing your balance a little bit, but you like try to correct forward, and you actually manage to hold it barely. But like you're still feeling a little wobbly.
yeah, like I dropped down and I grabbed the thing, almost falling off, kind of holding onto it like a cat.
Yeah, a little bit.
You
Really,
just keep
Mordin?
going, goddamn.
Yeah,
Okay.
give me another set of unarmed strikes.
19.
18.
Woo, almost.
Sho Val, you just completely whiff. So 2 hits or just the one? Tok?
Just the one.
Okay. So this one's not a... you do get impacted, but it's not enough to send you sprawling at all, so give me another acrobatics check.
Okay.
This is fun. I like this.
Fuck me.
Yeah, no, this time you lose your balance again and you end up falling off of the post.
And then I just like fall flat on my back, and I'm just like,
yeah. I mean,
snow angels.
Hey, Tok, you alright? Just the
You
hand
see
comes up with a thumbs up.
Slowly rises up with a thumbs up.
Then the pole starts falling and it falls on top of you. Thumbs down.
Slowly thumbs down.
It's just like the hand all of a sudden just goes lurching, like all things splayed out, like Gah! And then slowly thumbs down.
Okay, so I would say you kind of get one more going, but this time you're kind of like trying to do the bouncing between back and forth, and I want everyone to give me an unarmed strike again.
It's like the beginning of the intro.
Kibbles
I got
gets a
another
17.
nat 20.
Oh, damn!
No, wait, sorry. I got a nat 1. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
The number was hidden by the things on the side.
Sho Val, give me an unarmed strike.
But it still played the damn thing, so I got a nat 1. Huh.
Does a 17 or higher hit you?
I remain fully
So-
on the post.
No, this time you're like trying to do the bouncing between posts going forward.
Oh, I'm so.
Yeah. So give me another acrobatics check. This time with advantage. I would say.
You want me to roll again, or?
Yeah, just roll it again. See if
Okay.
you get a natural 20. Okay, but the 19 will stick. So
Okay.
you're kind of bouncing through, and like you even kind of like doing a couple dodges. Kibbles surprisingly gets pretty dang close along with Mordin. Kibbles this time around actually like using a little bit of her druidic magic to fling another snowball at you.
Dang, Gibbles, you're getting good
But
with that.
it's one of those things where like you manage to like jump over one of the snowballs, and then another one you like as you're like one goes like just over your head as you're like trying to get one foot down on say your left leg, and so you actually crouch down just a little bit to dodge the incoming projectile.
As I say, my head kind of drops a little bit like a turtle. Like,
Yeah, just a little bit. And then you continue going across the pegs that are in the ground, and you complete it. Yeah.
Alright, I've got an idea.
okay.
You're gonna have to make my character invisible and hide it somewhere. I'll just click on my icon to where I'm generally at. And I'm going to hide from the entire group, and they have to find me, and the one that find me first gets 10 gold.
So a DM stealth check, and then a perception check from everyone else.
Well, I'll do my stealth checks, and
Yep. And Kibbles is actually going to do the exact same thing. She's going to... Because she's kind of training her own little bit of stealth.
I kind of want to train her in a level of bard just for vicious mockery. It's like,
She's too nice. She's too nice.
I know, but no, it's just more of the "you're mean," and it's like, oh.
Okay, so Kibbles and Mordin are going to stealth, kind of in. There's some like nearby woods and snow drifts and stuff that you can attempt to hide around, and you kind of do the count to 20 or something.
I'd say 100.
Okay, 100.
Give us a little bit of time.
And give you two each a little bit of time, and
It's
the music.
It's a decently sized town. That makes sense. Just
Well, we're not hiding.
No,
in the town,
no,
right?
no, you're not hiding in the town. You're heading outside of the town.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's more like you're imagining more like outdoorsy style of hiding and seeking. So, Mordin, give me a stealth check, and I need everybody else to give me perception checks.
Where?
Not bad.
21.
Ooh, pucker factor.
God damn it. That one again.
Yeah, I come close to you, but I find Kibbles first.
Tok, you kind of get yourself a little turned around and...
Walk into a tree.
No, I wouldn't say walk into a tree. It's more like the,
I think it's Travolta meme, where it's just like...
No.
Looking around,
yeah.
Like, where is it?
No, I was going to say Zorro's meme of going the wrong way.
That works too.
Sho Val, you're just kind of utterly lost. You're trying to like find white on white, and it just does not work for you. Dearaen, you actually do kind of catch Kibble's head first into some snow. You can kind of see a little foxtail sticking out of the ground.
She does a little fox hunting thing.
Yeah. Mordin, you are not found, but I would say like you're hiding up in a tree or something, and you watch as Dearaen walks right by your tree.
Why do you think I said pucker factor?
Yeah, I just like sit down next to Kibbles and be like, man, I will never find them. Ever.
I'm such good at stealth.
And then I grab her.
Okay, we'll do that one again.
I say at least 3 sessions. 3 things of this. This is fun. Oh no! Kibbles!
Okay. Give me perception checks.
Well, at least my Kibbles again.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So fucking close!
Net 20.
Oh, my heart.
Oh, Sho Val.
So the flavor this time around, Kibbles is trying to stealth by hiding behind Dearaen, and whenever Dearaen turns around, she follows behind him.
What did Sho Val? Oh, you got 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this time around, same thing, Mordin, you're in a tree, and this time Tok is looking up and basically kind of like looks close to you, but then starts walking just a little bit to the right.
Rogue levels are disgusting, dude.
I only have 1 rank in Rogue.
I know.
This is Ranger in my dexterity mod.
They both use dexterity, which still makes it disgusting.
Really awesome.
Exactly, but still.
Okay, one more time around.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner, let's go! Not bad. Alright.
You have not rolled below 20.
I know, I've rolled below 20 every time.
Hey, what do you know? I don't find kills this time.
Yeah, you don't find Kibbles this time. Kibbles goes running off, and...
I don't find my child. Cheval.
Maybe one more perception check.
Perception
more.
check.
Yeah. Now I'm lost. I
Yeah,
have
Dearaen and Sho Val, you kind of start walking off and looking around, probably looking more for snowdrifts and stuff, trying to kind of catch into that, trying to find Kibbles, because up until now she's kind of been hiding amongst the snowdrifts. However, this time, Tok, you actually managed to catch her, like, hiding behind a tree. But again, Mordin
just
is...
like creepily sneak up and then go, found you.
Ah! You found me!
Yeah.
This game is fun. I enjoy it.
We need to do this more often. This is actually pretty fun.
It really is.
Mordin is nowhere to be seen the entire time.
He's just been hiding in the same tree the
No.
entire time.
No.
He's been bouncing between trees.
This time, no, I'm in a snowdrift and all the...
he's just got snowdrift completely covering him.
Except for my eyes.
Except for you're just enough that you can breathe.
You're Scooby doing this?
Yes, I'm Scooby doing this.
Just the eye shift, like, as people pass, like, and the music be like...
And this is 3.5, and there was a listen check, you could hear him go, hey.
You're like a Peter Griffin.
Oh my god.
But for being good sports, Mordin hands Dearaen and Tok 5 gold each. Just that you guys were really close to my tree. But you gotta learn to look up.
I just snap my fingers like, dang, that's what it was.
To be fair, I found Kibbles first. I was too distracted by that one.
I didn't find shit.
We ain't found shit.
What was this, Spaceballs? We ain't find shit.
Sho Val is just carrying one of those damn combs. Forgot
Where
the
did
name
those
of it.
come from?
He told us to comb the desert, so we're combing the desert.
Found anything yet?
We ain't found shit.
Nothing yet, sir.
Alright. I like that. That was fun. Alright.
Alright, let's see. I've got another one for the feat that I took. It's gonna be short. Let's see. You know the scene in the second Goofy movie where he's studying? It's like that montage, but with Souza as the helper. And offering, quote-unquote, distractions to help with the concentration checks. Because I am taking the Warcaster feat.
So this is one of those things where, give me like a spell that you would cast that's got concentration on it.
Do my spells.
I send things out of game to him to distract him, and he has to...
Actually, I'm just gonna pull up a sheet.
I've got the large reduce and Tasha's hideous laughter I can do. Large reduce seems like the easier one to do.
Okay. So, who do you want to cast, I'll say hideous laughter on?
Mordin?
What's the save on those?
15.
You can willingly fail.
I can't.
It's a con fail. Oh, sorry. Hideous laughter is a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Mordin, and since we just got Sho Val's tongue back, so we can actually hear what he normally laughs like, cast it on him too.
Okay. So,
Distraction.
So I will say for the first set, we're gonna do kind of the trying to hit you a few times, and then you're just gonna start making some concentration checks. So
That is not fair.
Yep.
Sorry, no, responding to Mordin, what Mordin just sent me. That's not fair.
Hey, it tests concentration.
And I'm the bard, so it makes sense. Goddamn. Okay, so who's doing what now?
Okay,
We gotta
so so what you're going to do is pick one player, and they're going to be basically out for the round. But Soza is going to be casting some magical arcane bursts at you. As I pulled out the new Enchanter Wizard from the Monsters of the Multiverse book.
Oh, is that what she is now? Oh, damn.
Yeah, well, she always was an Enchanter Wizard.
But now there's an actual class for it.
Now there's stats.
There's a legacy guide, or there was a legacy version in Volo's guide, but there's a newer version in the Monsters of the Multiverse. So let me actually pull out a.
When I said distractions, I was talking about the fade to black distractions. But yeah, this works too. For gameplay.
No, you're talking Warcaster. This is a combat style. But she does...
I know, it was just more of the bardic joke.
I know. I get you.
Okay.
Annoyed. Let's go with...
So let's start with Mordin first.
So...
Go for sure.
So Mordin starts... So, Soza's going to attack twice, and
well, he sends me more shit.
So I'll have Tok and Sho Val also attack twice.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
It's not gonna be lethal, so. But
I know, but I'm the squishiest out of everyone.
Oh no.
Unless you want them to pull back and only do 1 damage at a time.
Well, let's go with the first one because I just rolled a natural 20.
That's fair.
This one's gonna hurt.
What is this?
35 points of psychic damage.
Did you cast Psychic Glance?
No, it's Arcane Burst.
30.
It is a melee or ranged spell attack, plus 6 to hit. Reach 5 foot or range 120 feet. 1 target. Hits. Normal 19, 3d10 plus 3 psychic damage.
Hey,
But
Dan?
because it was a critical hit, it was 60-10 plus 3 psychic damage.
Hey, Nem. The lovely, lovely Nem.
Yes.
You took out 3/4 of my health.
I'm sorry. So,
Why did you do this to me?
I didn't mean
Don't-
to.
That is the girl I'm trying to flirt with the entire time.
I know. So,
I know.
okay, 34, that'd be DC 19.
Do I do it just straight because I'm still learning?
Yeah, just straight.
Okay.
DC 19. Con save.
17.
Unfortunately, this one rocks you a little bit harder than you were expecting. Probably because, like, oh hey, this is somebody that I know and am fond of. So you don't expect them to suddenly rip through you with a migraine.
Wait, 35 would be half of 35. Would
Well,
be
it's I rounded it down to 34, which would be
17.
Oh, would it be 17?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I succeed.
I guess you do. Just barely, but it still hurts.
You're like, oh. Like, I love you.
I did my math
that
wrong.
hard. It's alright.
I'm just imagining that bit from Cell in Hell. My mom is a computer shit go babe.
That's been playing in my mind for the past 2 weeks, so yes, I will take that.
I was going when they drank the Pen Galactic Gargle Blaster, and then I was like,
Oh yeah, no, pretty good, yeah. Oh wow.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
People have too much time.
Anyways, so
If it's a crit, I'll take the full damage, but if it's just straight, can it just be one?
Yeah, that's fair.
Because
Well,
I'm that low on health.
I'll say you get healed up. You heal yourself up in between.
I'll heal you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. But yeah, but like you kind of start feeling a little bit of blood trickling out outside of your ears, and it's like, oh god, this hurts.
it's like,
And
As a
she liked a little bit of a punch with that one.
yeah, I look at her and be like, I'm so glad I don't go out of my way to piss you off.
Sorry about that. I wanted to grab a little bit of water. Yeah. She kind of looks at you as like, never discount the one that gives you your items.
I owe you so many dinners.
That's right. Anyways, so you get healed up a little bit. You kind of wait off. You kind of wait off a little bit as the pounding in your head stops, and then you're like, okay, let's try this again. Who are you casting?
I still have it casted on Mordin.
Oh yeah. So Mordin's still.
Like, I just look at it and be like, don't know.
What the fuck kind of laugh is that? The
like
fuck
just
kind of
looking
laugh
at it
is
like-
that?
You know, it's like just looking at me like, don't know if he's actually under the effect or if he's just mocking me.
In your mind, you hear, "You will never know." Ha 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 ha.
And you hear back, it's like, I'm sorry, but the mod you are trying to reach is currently out of service. Please hang up and try again later.
I try again.
And then you get back. Then you get back the thing from Digimon, the first movie. Be like, "Did you hear the first time? It's busy."
Hey, the psychic crystal lets me talk to anyone.
I know.
Anyway, speaking of the
But
psychic crystal,
I've been
you're still
wanting to
hearing
catch up
that
for a
ping,
while.
ping.
What was that?
You're speaking of the psychic crystal. You're still hearing that pinging every so often.
I know. I figured that you would tell me when it would change or if there was any change.
Okay, since Sosa just hit me, what's everyone else's?
No, this time I'm gonna have Sho Val hit you.
Ha 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 ha.
Unarmed strike, right?
Sure.
Be whatever you want it to be.
I would say if you can, yeah, that'll hit.
Just a wind up.
Do you have anything that can deal more than 20 points of damage? Quote
You have a
unquote.
trowel.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah, you.
Like
more than, or would it be more like?
If he uses his runes and hits and crits, yeah.
And Giant's Might.
You want to be giant for this?
You really want to Hulk smash Dearaen?
I'm going to say, just roll me whatever your normal damage would be, and then we'll go from there. But I'm going to hand wave the actual damage because this is a practice thing, and you're not actually trying to kill them. This is all non-lethal, and you're healing.
Okay, then just
In
the
between
shovel,
things.
which is a D10,
Yeah.
two-handed, which is flat 10.
Okay.
And a roll.
So you're looking for 10.
19.
Yep, that saves. And then...
Just another bonk of the head, like, ow!
And Tok, give me a attack.
What kind of attack are we doing?
Just like a regular attack.
Like an unarmed strike thing, or?
Just whatever like your normal stuff is.
Yeah. So,
Because the point of this is trying to like rack up damage on Dearaen, so that it's one of those things where like you're trying to break his concentration.
Like a firebolt or something?
If you want to.
anything you want.
Okay.
Yeah, go do a firebolt or something.
Yeah.
You are practicing your magic a bit, so.
That
11. Doesn't do squat.
Misses.
That spell, am I incapacitated right now?
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
So.
Even during the flavor what it says in here, you are incapacitated.
Okay, okay. That's what I just wanted to know.
Okay. So this is gonna try again.
Another nat 20.
18.
That'll hit.
She gets a 19, which is going to be an 18, which rounds down to a 9. So give me a con save of a DC 10.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Sho Val, give me another one.
Okay.
Oh.
Just roll damage. Sho Val's just kind of started taking it, to be honest.
No, he doesn't. He misses.
Well, the point for you is like you're standing still and basically getting beat on as you're trying to maintain control of a spell.
Okay. Alright. And 5 damage and 15.
Yep. Still managed to take it.
Doctor, what do you want to do?
Tok, give me just a damage.
Choose your weapon and hit me.
Just roll damage on a thing. You're basically just straight up hitting him. He's basically just standing there. You're basically just trying to break his concentration.
Hit me! Hit me!
Kibbles does 11 points of damage. DC 10. She like bites at your heel.
19.
We're getting 5.
Okay, give me another DC. Con save.
8. That finally
that one breaks, yeah. The Shovel's Battle Axe.
The sixth one, it breaks my concentration.
Yeah.
Also,
okay.
By the way, with Kibbles hit, because I went from max down after you said I could heal myself back up.
Yeah.
I did it the once, then just started ticking it all down. Kibbles brought me down.
I'll say Sho Val actually kind of knocks you out a little bit, and...
I'm like, oh, okay, I'm back.
And you're like, okay, I think I've got the hang of actually maintaining control of my spells a little bit.
Can I get the tough feat after this, too? After how much I got beat on?
Maybe later.
Okay.
The other part of this spell is I'm going to have people kind of running past you, and I'm going to have you basically roll me a bunch of spell attack rolls.
Okay, spell attack rolls. I only have one that is a spell attack, so that's my Ray of Frost.
Sure.
Okay.
It's kind of the point of, like, you're trying to do the opportunity... Trying to quickly do opportunity attack spells.
That is fair. Natural 20.
Nice. I'll say Tok, this one kind of hits you, and you feel a frost just cross your shoulders and back, and you're like, oh god, cold!
Cold.
Dang.
That's cold. That's cold.
Technically, it could be any attack.
And you kind of feel your legs, like, slow down a little bit on that one.
Yeah, because it actually does decrease your movement by 10 feet.
Yeah.
And actually, just for fun's sake,
Because critical
13,
damage.
13 cold damage.
That's not bad.
But he's also the only one without cold resistance.
Oh, boss, he's right.
Yeah, that's why I talked to Soza about the Winter Wolf shit. I'm trying to help you, dude.
Yep. Okay, this time Sho Val goes past you. Give me another attack roll.
Right. I missed.
She...
You don't hit me!
Oh, sorry.
I'll say, it kind of goes... It, like, hits Sho Val's armor, but Sho Val's kind of, like, instinctually bringing up his shields again, and you do manage to get the opportunity to attack off. You get that quickness in there, but, again, Sho Val's just a tank as shit.
Jeez.
I am strong.
Just imagine if I took haste. You'd be so fucking broken.
Yeah. Sosa's gonna run past you. Super fast cat speed. Boom! But you still
25.
managed to catch her.
I just make a sheet of ice in front of her path with Ray of Frost.
Sure, and she actually, like, slips over top of it.
Because I don't want to hurt her.
I mean, it's a cantrip, like...
I know.
I would assume, like, you've probably explained the situation a little bit to her, and, it's one of those things of, like, hey, we need to go deal with some, fucks down in the spine of the world, and we're trying to practice and get a little bit stronger so we can help deal with that just a little bit better. Do you want to help us? And she was like, yeah, sure.
Okay, next is Mordin.
And Mordin starts running past you. Give me another...
I was still laughing.
No,
That's right. I'm at one. Do I hit Tok again?
Tok, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god, here we go.
Wait, this is cold. This is a con check.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
This is his reaction time. He's been trying to work on it.
18.
Yeah, you actually managed to...
Huh.
You kind of see the shot go a little bit wide, and Mordin, although not under the effects of the spell, is still laughing.
Yes.
Just think of how he could mess with us with his telepathy now.
But I do cast Hunter's Mark on Dearaen.
Okay.
So let's see if this hits him.
Hit the lowest AC out of everyone, so of course it's going to hit. You have the highest to hit. You hit by over by 1.
So that'd be this. I know it says piercing, but it's bludgeoning damage. Well, come on. Where's my other roll? There it is. 11. And that's 15 damage total, but one of which is psychic.
I just look at him, and then I cast Reduce.
What's the save on that?
Constitution.
DC
DC 15. You are now a stuffed animal.
I am a small. I am small.
Oh my god, look at how small he is!
Finally, I'm not the smallest one in the group. Wait, no, we had Kibble.
Yeah, just like give him a.
I get on Kibble's back.
Yeah, I just get hit by him. Be like, just give him a dirty look. Cast Reduce on him.
And now I'm riding Kibbles.
Kibbles is like, yay! I have a friend that can sit on top of me.
All of a sudden, Bits pops up too.
Ta-da!
Bit stops on my head.
Okay. Let's see. Do I do another one?
I want to zoom in further, but I can't. But now we have Sho Val.
Mordin on top of Kibbles.
We have Mordin on top of Kibbles.
Okay. Do I do another one? Or am I good?
Kibbles will run by you. Give me another one.
13? I don't know Kibble's armor class.
Kibbles has a 16. That misses.
Damn. Do I at least put another ice patch in front of her? And have Mordin, like, go,
No,
Nah.
I'm gonna launch another toothpick at you.
That one will miss.
That one misses anyway, but I just gotta check something real fast for enlarge reduce.
It only lasted a minute.
Yeah.
Target also has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, so target's weapon also shrinks to match its size. While the weapons are reduced, the target attack with them deal 1d4 less damage. Okay. I was just making sure it was not a slightly less damage. Or slightly less to hit, rather. But still missed. It's funny, though. I love it.
Anyways, so also you kind of end up taking, you kind of feel your skills sharpen a little bit, and you kind of feel like the stuff that you've practiced so far has been very effective, and time ends, and you end up.
I just realized that
You probably end up taking the time and going back to the tavern for some drinks and rest.
By the way, I did introduce our group to the town speaker in my training with Sneaky. I got all the way past guards and I sat down at her desk without her even knowing.
Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us.
Oh, don't worry. I took care of it. I gave her cookies.
Cookies.
She's not going to suspect those are like poisoned or something?
No, I
No,
don't think so.
cookies are the ultimate negotiation tool. You don't know that.
You're not wrong, but still.
No, she knew of us. She heard of us, the Defenders of Good Mead.
Yeah.
So she just wondered what we wanted. I was like, well, we're here in town. If you ever need us while we're here, feel free to seek us out.
All right.
Just realized Sho Val actually already does have Spike.
Yeah, you end up taking some time, just kind of like just relaxing after training, probably all day. Granny Elena actually catches up with Sho Val and oh, Brenton,
Yeah, they fixed my tongue. I can talk now.
And it's one of those things of like just sheer amazement of. It's almost like a stunned silence from her as you kind of come back home and you actually talk with her for once.
Yeah. And she looks at...
And it's not like it's not this broken guttural sounds coming from your mouth. It's actually like full on speech, and even though you have your tongue now, you're still kind of like slurring some of your words a little bit, just because having a tongue after so many years is kind of weird.
Yeah.
If she looks at Dearaen, he just gives the trademark thumbs up with the end grin with the anime ting from the smile.
The nice guy pose.
Exactly. The Buddy Jesus pose.
Buddy Christ.
Buddy Christ. Oh god, such a dumb movie. I gotta watch that again.
By dumb you mean amazing.
Amazing.
Well, yeah. With our group, anything that's just if we just say it's dumb, is amazing.
It's so dumb.
But I love it.
Yeah.
And Mordin just has a small, like, heart-filled smile going on in the interaction between Hoban and his granny figure. They're just,
Granny's overjoyed and is making all of the celebratory baked goods.
Huge fuss.
Yeah. And like she's breaking out some of the recipes that you haven't had in ages. It's the saving for a rainy day kind of deal.
Yeah. I just lean over to Granny
and
just...
Good parts of my childhood.
Yeah.
I lean over to Granny and just say, if Jaden comes by, don't let him know.
Granny kind of like goes, I don't think he'll be back for a little while. Though I am very
it's more
worried about probably the both of you, to be honest. I spent some time here before you all arrived, and he was talking about some grave business deal that he'd been working on with some doors. Something about some special type of mineral or something that they were all mining and then using to
I just face
work on stuff.
Of course. Just Bridget knows. Really. Oh.
We just dealt with the dwarves over and
She's saying that my brother is in line with the Durgar.
I figured that. I was going... You didn't let me finish.
I'm sorry.
It just dealt with dwarves up there, so... But I doubt that they would really accept his hospitality. His quote-unquote hospitality. So... I'm gonna take a guess and say he's in line with the, Duergar, the Grayskin Dwarves.
What I just said.
What was that?
That's what I just said.
I know, you cut out, like, a second into it, so...
Oh.
Sorry.
Granny Elena is just kind of looking at you quizzically. Like, she doesn't actually really understand what that means.
Okay, to put it simply, he's in league with the mob.
Black market.
Yep.
I don't know if that's necessarily what the angle is. I think the mob was funding the Durgar and now, or at least providing the Durgar with what they wanted. And my brother smelt the gold in the air and went for it.
Still within proxy, he's still technically in league with the mob.
By the arithmetic, yes.
Oh. Dark times are ahead of us, aren't there? Brenton, if there's one thing that you can do for me, is just promise that you'll be safe.
Well, there's very few things that can hurt me now.
And plus, he has
except for a firewall.
Like,
and an arrow.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Yeah,
that's the DM above game.
Yeah, there's like Dearaen rubs his jaw and be like, yeah, I know that now. Like, speaking of things that might be able to hurt you, I've got something to show you all later. Pretty much after the conversation is done.
Okay. I would say, like, you probably spend another hour or two just kind of chatting and explaining some of your adventures thus far, and Granny Elena is just kind of sitting there, like, you know, one of the, like, when you're, like, telling a parent about a story of, like, how you were all in, like, major trouble and stuff, and getting away with it, and it's that on the edge of the seat, but also, like, almost a heart attack kind of levels.
Yep.
That's kind of what's going on a little bit.
And yeah, and then this kobold turned out to be possessed by this one weird ass ghost guy who's actually a pretty cool guy, but then he possessed a dwarven Durgar guy. And
I thought you said that the Durgar were the bad guys.
Yeah, they were. This one was a mercenary that tried to kill us, and but then he got nearly cut in half, but then brought back to with an inch of his life, possessed, and then stopped me before I say anything more.
And then turns out the mercenaries were hired by the leader of Targos.
And that's not making any
What did you do in Targos? Why is the test maker want to talk to you?
We didn't do anything in Targos. This town speaker is just an asshole.
We caught him stealing something, and he wanted to get rid of us before we could tell anybody.
Something that we acquired to help out people over in East Haven.
We stole it from a witch.
Just
Oh yeah, the sea hag.
Oh yeah.
I remember her. That was a good fight.
she's pulling out a little fan and is sitting down. Like,
oh Lordy.
That's a little bit too much adventure for my old bones. You youngins.
Did we ever tell her about the frost giant skeleton that we fought?
Oh yeah, that was in the same place.
Are you trying to get yourselves killed? Brendan, you're going to stay home this very instant.
No. Actually, he was the one. He helped us a lot. He saved our ass more than once.
Yeah, the reason why we tell you these stories, Gray, is together we can do anything that is... We're good as a team, so we're all going to be safe as long as we're together.
In other words, never split the party. Got it.
All right, Fred, let's split up, gang. No.
And Kibbles is like, as long as we're watching each other's backs, we'll be okay.
Looks down at Kibbles like, oh yeah, she can talk now.
Hi, I can talk now. Granny Elena's just like, ah! Faints.
Wait a second. What did she do with the fucking druid spells? This shouldn't be that weird.
I told them
okay, she's more like a gardener versus like a full-on druid.
That's
all right. I failed the medicine check. She's dying.
I got a 12.
No, you're fine.
Just use prestidigitation for like a spelling salts effect. Bring her back.
Talking foxes, hags. Oh.
Just picks up Kibbles, but she's adorable.
Oh yeah, and mummy elves.
Mummy elves.
And just like waves hands like that one was a good one. They were good.
Talking bushes.
No, yeah, the talking bush.
No, that one's still back at the gravesite or whatever burial.
The Elven Tomb.
Correct. The Elven Tomb. That's still back at the tomb. He wanted to tend all the plants around there.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, it's an animated goodberry bush.
Yep.
Yeah.
She probably knows Goodberry.
Yeah, I would say she knows Goodberry.
Yeah. No, I just imagine she's giving that same look that Peter does every now and again. It's like, just to look down to the side, like eyes wide, like, oh my god.
Y'all are weird. You're just like, what is going on?
We're just a ragtag group of misfits that somehow get the job done.
I don't know about you, but I just shoot things in the face.
I just mock things till they're dead.
I hit it with a shovel.
Smash!
And I smash it with a hammer. That's top.
Right.
I take my hammer and smash it down.
Before we wanted to turn in, did want Mordin to do some hunting for fresh meat for the hawk.
Sure. Just give me a survival check.
Oh no. 11.
It's one of those things where, like, you spend some time. The pickings are a little bit rare around here because you are, like, right outside a full-on city. So
Not looking for much, maybe a rabbit or a squirrel.
yeah, you do manage to find a rabbit, but that's about all that you find. You find, like, one rabbit, and that's about all you find.
And all of it goes to Violet.
And Violet is very happy.
While Kibbles eats all of my jerky.
I thought that was... No, wait, that's
I'm not gonna eat all of your jerky. You should have some jerky, too.
That's why I got a second pouch of jerky.
Yay, more jerky!
Always keep backup jerky.
Exactly.
Back pocket jerky for when your first jerky stock gets away.
Valcorn should have learned that.
He should have, but since his patron was in his mind at all times, he knew where it was. So he would just have 2 empty things of jerky.
That's great. Okay, so is there anything else that you want to do in Bryn Shander? Otherwise, I'm going to start moving us along.
Nope, that's all that I...
Let's see. Like, the day before we leave...
It's, any healing potions and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, we should probably get some healing potions.
Okay, Soza has, I would say, 4 in stock, and they are 50 gold apiece.
I'll buy 3.
Oh, I'm out.
Out of money?
No, I mean, I only got like 20 gold.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'll buy
some. I somehow still have like 300.
I've got 370.
Well, then I don't need to buy 3. I'll buy Tok 1 and me 1, and then you guys can...
Yeah, and then we'll...
I'll buy the last 2 because I'll be the one still standing to...
Are you sure about that? As I rip through the fourth wall. I'm joking. Okay, so each of you get a healing potion.
Okay. So, I've already got one in my inventory, so if Sho Val wants to
And these are just the common version, so...
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll hold on to 2.
Yeah, because I still have 1. And you're up to the front lines more.
Oh, God, I have 3 potions of healing in my backpack.
Okay, so...
And the
Don't ever let me forget that. I have 3 potions of healing.
Yeah.
Okay, if there is anything else that you would like to do, let me know, or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex, I got a question.
Sure.
I don't remember exactly when, but I got some direwolf and winterwolf fangs and claws, and
Okay.
I think you said they can be used.
I was going to say, like, if you gave some of that to Soza so she could make you a magical item.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for.
She would have done... I believe you handed that to her on your first pass through, but it's going to take some time.
Okay.
I handed her a pelt or 2.
Yeah.
So she said for like 2 weeks. even for just like simple bracers because of the enchanting process.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it just takes time. It's not something that you can turn around in a day or two.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where it's like it's a very long process. Especially when you're creating magical items, so...
I'm totally saving that image of Mordin riding.
Yeah, she had an image of Dearaen riding a wolf with like a boar and a ferret and a weasel right next to him. I wish I had that image. But I don't know where... She doesn't know where it went.
I don't know where it went. I'm sorry. Okay,
Sorry,
so
it's
is there
alright.
anything else, or...
Yeah, just like the day before, like going back from the conversation that we had a little bit earlier where I just mentioned it in happenstance, it's like, oh yeah, check this out. And I look to the targets that Mordin was practicing on,
Okay.
and then they take 18 fire damage as I cast Fireball. It's like,
Fireball.
it's like, and I just like look back at them still smiling, like, we're gonna have some fun.
But we also need to keep in our minds, there's probably always somebody stronger. As
Anyway.
a wise man once said, there's always a bigger fish.
True. Which is why
Looks
I also
looks at the giant whale.
yeah, which is why I also took this. Someone cast a spell at me.
It says it casts a spell at you.
I got nothing that's attack.
Bonfire at your feet.
Counter spell.
Ooh. Snaps finger again and again and again. Nothing happening!
Well, the first time gets cancelled. The second time doesn't, unless he wants to continually cast counterspell.
I only have one. It's a third level spell. I only have one slot left. Assuming this is happening all on the same day.
Sure.
Because I said, like, day before.
Yeah.
Also,
So-
I rolled so many fucking ones on that damn damage roll. I rolled like 4 ones. But yeah. It's like,
So you took Firebolt? Oh, that's Fireball. Are you sure?
it's like, no. Has Tok like shoot a firebolt. That's Firebolt. Fires Fireball. Bigger explosion. That's Fireball.
Either a wizard rolled a 20 or a bard rolled a 1. Thank you,
Okay.
Flame.
Anything else, or can I move us on?
We can move on.
Okay.
We're good now.
We're going to move on. I'm actually going to create a new board. So you kind of end up going through... going through Dugan's Hole and Goodmead, and if you probably wave hi at some of the local
I did want to check on the people in Goodmead, the 2 people that we left to run the place.
only one of them is there. Shandarfroth is not there.
Yeah, Shanafroth was the one that goes around talking to people out in other towns. Olivessa was the one who stayed behind.
Yeah.
Because we still have a tankard from her, each.
I will do one thing though. Zoza actually kind of looks at you all and kind of goes, before you all leave, and is going, I think that you all might be probably better set off if you travel light. So I am going to relinquish my my magical bag to you all. It holds a little bit more than what you might expect.
Is this like a
It's
messenger
a bag. Of
bag? I just
it's kind of like a laptop bag, like
messenger
a
bag.
messenger bag. Yeah.
I just like graciously take it, wide-eyed, look at her, back down, look at her, back down, look at her.
Take
Give
good
her a
care of
hug.
it.
Just give her a big hug and a kiss on the cheek. Thank you for everything. I still owe you so many fucking dinners. At the very least, anyway.
What map are we on? What map are we on again?
I'm gonna
Not
put you all
yet.
there.
Oh, okay.
And so you have a bag of holding, so you can kind of basically pull a good amount of stuff instead of trying to carry a cart around with a bird. It allows you to free up yourselves.
Okay. So the question is, who's going to handle the bag of holding? Sorry for interrupting.
Pinecone.
Pinecone's going to hold the bag of holding?
No, you don't need the bird or the cart anymore, but Pinecone.
Pinecone helps us travel faster.
It's one of those things where, like, you don't need a cart,
Okay.
which would slow you down a little bit. But, like, if you wanted to just go with birds and whatever else.
Yeah. So the question is, who wants to hold on to it?
I will.
Take both. Tok doesn't have too many magic items.
And so, I would say, all of us is doing well, and things are finally kind of starting to get back on track. The brewery's kind of working its way back up well enough.
Wonderful.
Okay, so is Mordin or Tok taking the fanny pack of holding?
I will take it. Wait, fanny pack?
Okay, if you look at it, if you look at the official art.
Okay, if you are a bigger person, it basically turns into a fanny pack of holding.
Well,
but on like a normal sized human or cat folk, it's like, hey, it's just like a normal messenger bag.
I'm just thinking like Tok's like this big intimidating half-orc warrior, and then he's got this like fanny pack in the front like some dad at Disney World.
More
I'm sure you can rock it.
More precisely, it's the one that looks like a beer gut, so it looks like your shirt's rolled up.
Yeah. And
Oh, that's even worse.
no, here's the thing: it fills your enemies with a sense of doubt. Like, no, this guy's easy, and then you just bash their head in. It's a psychological tactic.
Like a phasmith. I like this. I like where it's going. Okay, I take it.
Yes, let them underestimate you.
Yeah.
Why do you think it works so well for me? Because I'm slightly short.
Yeah. So everyone just like add a fanny pack of holding to their inventory, but Tok is the one holding it.
And just assume that he's got
Yeah.
anything that isn't, say, readily necessarily available.
And so I put my extra bundles of arrows in there. You never have too many arrows.
Yes, we know.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put my extra stuff in there.
Mm.
A little more up, but more or less, I was just saying, like, put it in your inventory still. That way, we know that it's in there and not in like your actual inventory.
Yeah, I agree with that. My brain wake up juice is wearing off.
Well, I think we're
That's fair.
nearing the end. I think we're
I'm getting us there.
Okay.
okay.
So you travel through the two towns, kind of catch up with a couple of people, and make your way through. Jarrett says hi.
Good friend.
And you start making your way south. Mordin, you actually start hearing that beeping just a little bit faster. Just it's one of those things like if you take it on like time, it's instead of having like a single bar, it's like one bar but minus a note.
Out of game, so this is like a metal detector.
A
I'm
little.
getting close to something.
Yeah, you kind of feel like you're getting just like a hair closer towards something as you're exiting.
I'm gonna, give me a good roll for that, so I can kind of discern that for myself, like, or more than discern for himself. Like, okay, it's getting faster.
I would say give me a. I almost want to say perception. As you just hear this ping, ping,
Okay, yeah.
ping. Yeah, it's one of those things like you've kind of gotten used to it a little bit, and
That it's changed. It's like, wait a second.
it's one of those things where like it's just changed by it's like a beat faster.
I would have experimented a little bit. Like if we were taking a rest, I would go backtrack a bit, and if it got slower, then go forward.
It's one of those things where like it's only like it's definitely you remember where it was when you were in Lonelywood and whatnot. It was actually very very far spaced apart, like almost like a space or two further, but once you kind of start hitting Dugan's Hole and starting to get into the tundra below, it starts getting just that little bit hair faster and a little bit faster. It's still one of those things where like you think it's still a good ways off, but it's not like you're right on top of something, and you're talking like miles worth of distance.
Mm-hmm. I do my best to convey this to everyone, that I have a beeping in my head that it seems to be getting faster the farther we go south.
Well, don't forget your little trait in your head, though.
What?
I remember I sent you that one trait that you got.
Oh yeah. Where did you send that to me?
Discord.
Great, we've had so many private messages.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while.
We've all been prepping for this kind of shit, yeah.
It's been a while, so.
That was like, what, 4 sessions ago? That you got that crystal?
It was a while, but anyways. That being said, I need one of you to roll me a d20. It's been a while, hasn't it?
I'll do it.
As you're kind of getting into that trouble, and you know that this time is going to take you probably a few days' journey.
Okay. No one objected to me rolling it, so I guess I will roll it.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Let us see what a 4 gets you.
Well, everyone, we're dead. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Nope. Actually, this is relatively uneventful. I mean, the further out that you get from 10 towns, like you start seeing a little bit more wildlife. Like you might see like one elk. You probably hear a few more birds.
Do we see a crater with half of a goblin's body sticking out with a tombstone saying, "Here lies Jimmy, he tried to fuck a Yeti"?
You know what? Sure. Sure.
Just kind of tie it in with that one shot we did.
That one. Yeah, that one. So, you continue on, and you probably take a rest for the night, setting up your bubble and
Bubble of protection.
bubble of protection. Probably taking some sleeps and maybe even some watches even though you feel protected enough.
We would always take a watch.
Yeah, but I would say like you probably don't find anything going on. Who wants to roll for day 2?
I will.
Sure.
Okay,
Go talk.
go talk. Give me a roll.
14.
Ooh. Okay.
Is that a good ooh or a bad ooh?
That's why I was like, uh-oh.
Interesting.
I need you all to roll me perception checks. Yeah, you're traveling through like a small wooded area, and lots of fir and pine trees. Very much your evergreens. You can kind of see some remnants of logging, probably from Dugan's Hole. Mostly like dead trees.
17.
There is a nice wind whipping around, but not enough to cause like severe blizzards or dust snowstorms. It is not cloudy overhead at all. It's actually a relatively nice day, although it is still ridiculously cold. And I need to double check things.
Roll
Tok.
a fucking nat 1.
Ouch.
I got a 10. Then again, you're...
Well, as they say, there are no critical successes or fails in skill challenges.
I have expertise in perception.
And you're also mostly a ranger.
Mm-hmm.
So they have like a shit ton of good perception.
I mean, if I just went with my passive, it's 19.
Again, my point still stands.
Well, anyways,
Right.
you kind of start. It's a relatively nice trip, but you start kind of hearing this large thumping off in the distance. It seems to be getting closer and closer and louder and louder.
Like wings?
No, and as it's getting closer, you kind of start feeling the ground shake just a little bit.
Oh shit, it's the dragon again this time.
And
Great cover.
I will start putting up the tiny hut.
unfortunately,
Too late.
you're a little bit too late. I'll have you guys kind of end up probably. Who wants to be in the lead? I will let you position yourselves, but you'll probably be in this area a little bit.
Should we go by order of perception checks, or?
I would say you can position yourself however you want, and I'm just going to move. I'm going to place my enemies where you would probably end up noticing them easiest.
I'd probably be like somewhere in the middle
Okay.
of everyone. So. Wait, which direction were we heading in terms of the map right here?
I would say. Actually, I will move you to the north end of things because you are heading south. So you're actually going to be up there somewhere. As I teleport you all. Boop.
So let's see.
And you can position yourself anywhere within this 40-foot radius.
Yeah, and that was probably.
I would say you're probably within 40 feet of each other. 30 to 40 feet.
I'd say this positioning is pretty good.
It's up to you if you want to spread out a little bit or not.
Yeah. That. Like, go like right here.
Behind the tree.
I would say you probably get a chance to like duck behind some trees and stuff, but you start noticing this thumping, as in like something large is walking towards you, your group, and as I start going into a and you even hear some trees kind of cracking and falling over. Ah, here are 4 chests that's on tab. Neat.
Where?
Anyways, where's my... Ah, there. Boop.
We gonna fight something this session?
No, I'm kind of leading up to a cliffhanger here. You notice you look off into the distance. Tok, you were the first to notice this, as you've seen a vision of this. Somewhere deep in the mines, you remember a figure just like this. It's got this helmeted head with a large bone sticking out of a helmet. Cold blue skin and a beard of pure white. A frost giant and a mammoth is passing through. And they seem to take notice of you all.
Oh, fuck.
I just turn to look at everybody and say, "We got company."
I don't have a mammoth, so I'm going to use a warthog.
What did we use for a mammoth last time?
I don't remember.
I
Oh,
don't
we
either.
did an actual mammoth.
But yeah, very big. I thought there was a mammoth, but I'm not sure.
I will. We can look through the videos later.
I'm assuming that the combat will start at the start of the
No,
next.
we will start at the start of next session. But
So you have a week to find a mammoth mini.
you fought a mammoth before. But this one is also just as large and almost just as threatening, especially when you see a live frost giant barreling its way towards you all.
It's like Dearaen flashbacks of the mammoth that kicked him in the face.
Yep.
Not again.
You want to see me do it again?
Do it again. Do it again.
Fuck you, Alex.
You want to see me do it again?
Fuck off!
And with that, we're going to call that a session.
Nay.
Goodbye, buddy. See you when we all inevitably die.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Dr. Nick.